All right, it's time.
That's right. It's happening again. Southern Charm continues to make new episodes, and so we continue to react to them.
We are launching season 11 of Southern Charm's reaction and recap podcast.
That's right.
And this is a bonus podcast. This is for our premium Substack members, or maybe soon to be premium Substack members. That's because right. We have decided to drop this very first episode of Southern Charm season 11, episode 1 recap reaction podcast by the Stay of Homekins for free.
We're dropping the first one for free, trying to give you a little taste to get you hooked. We're
Yes.
the Pushermans.
Yes.
So, check this out. You don't have to watch Southern Charm to listen to this.
Many of our listeners don't.
Yeah, look, but we're not trying to tell anybody how to live their lives. But if you would like to join us on this journey, then go to weekendwater.substack.com, sign up for the premium tier, and you will get these reaction/recaps.
That's weekendwater.substack.com. And here we go. Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-beep-beep. The birds and the bees and the 1, 2, 3s. Oh my God, you guys. Southern Charm is back on Bravo, and so are the Stay of Homekins reactions.
We are digging through the damp trash.
We are back, season 11, episode 1. Frankly, forgot the show still existed until it
nice long break.
rolled back out. And then we were like, oh God, we've painted ourselves into a corner where we cover this show in our premium content. So we better get back in the swing.
We have to do it. And, we're sorry. You're sorry. We're all sorry.
Hey, this is our lot in life. We chose this.
We can't blame anyone else. All right. So when last we left our heroes, do you remember anything that happened?
Well, I remember there was a cast member named Taylor who was not, without explanation, not on the show anymore.
Yes. Taylor has been abducted by ICE, presumably, and is no longer around. We didn't hear anything. JT, of course, we heard all about how he's not on the show anymore.
Well, okay, so this was the surprising turn of events with the cast member JT. He apparently is so disturbed, and rightly so, by the authoritarian leanings of the United States government that he sold everything he owns,
presumably including that painting that was on the floor.
Well, they had kind of established he was sort of like a real estate
He
mogul.
was a landlord, which is despicable.
Which we don't really know what's true or fake on these shows, really.
I would buy that.
He could have been a property manager.
He could have been. That would have been funny.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like the Southern Charm, Georgia, Savannah, where
she worked at the airport.
That was their
and they were
big
so
scandal.
upset that she worked at the airport.
Why won't you admit you work at the airport? Honestly, did we recap that one or did we just watch it?
No, we just watched it.
Folks, we're not going to do it. But if you want to, it's still up there on Bravo. If you want to check out the
Southern
one season
Charm
of... Oh, no, they did
Savannah.
2, I think. Southern
They
Charm
do 2?
Savannah. I think they did 2.
Southern Charm Savannah should not have been canceled. It was the weirdest one.
It was the weirdest one, but it was also very stupid. But it did feature...
that's what made it so funny.
It featured mostly forgettable people with a couple notable exceptions.
Yeah.
But one guy going, I love you. Look, gang, we're not here to talk about a show
Southern Charm
that nobody watched.
Southern Charm, the OG, which takes place in Charleston, where I grew up, graduated high school, blah, blah, blah. So basically, we still watch the OG one, even though it's so far afield from its original,
There's
cast.
only 2 people from the original cast still on it.
Shep and Craig.
And I guess Miss Patricia and Whitney.
Oh, yeah, Miss Patricia and Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Whitney being the producer.
Yeah.
And then Austin did come in early days.
Yeah, but I think maybe like season 3 or something. Maybe even season 4.
He knew a good thing when he saw.
What else does he have to do?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Make his fucking beer?
Yeah, like he was like, I'm gonna get on this thing. I'm gonna ride this horse.
A thing that's very important to remember about reality shows is the people on them have nothing better to do.
Someone did not silence their phone. I just heard a little ding.
That was my laptop, dear.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. The thing about reality shows is like, I will say people who go full on into this is my career as being a reality TV star are the ones that endure the most.
Of course, because they're willing to do it.
The ones that feel like they've handed over their real lives to be toyed with are the ones that sort of crash and burn.
When the penny drops and they say, you know what, I'm going to Bali.
All right, so we're back. So oh wait, I didn't finish. So JT sold all of his belongings to get out of Trump's America and just up and moved to Bali. And he's been doing like a daily video diary of like trying to build his life in Bali.
Yeah, what's he gonna fucking do there?
I think
He's gonna become a landlord there.
I will say, like, he's definitely a weirdo. He's definitely someone who maybe is like an extremist. Like, why did you have to sell everything and move to Bali?
Because he's dramatic. He has this idea of himself as this noble man. You know what I mean?
He did go to No Kings in DC, and people like, went crazy on him. And because they only know him from this reality show.
Yeah.
So like if he was just a regular citizen that went to No Kings in DC, he probably wouldn't have been so like come after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I have to say, you know what I hate? When people are like, because, you'll see comments like this on like, I don't come here for politics. I don't tune into this for your opinions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to me, I'm like, can you play the victim anymore than like you're an Instagram feed, a podcast, a reality show, a post on Twitter, a post on Blue Sky. That's what you're victimized by.
Here's what
That's what you're victimized by.
Honestly, what people usually mean when they say that, I'm going to say 99 times out of 100 is, you are saying bad things about the thing that I believe in. It's not. They try to couch it like I come here for an escape, and it's really like, I actually voted for Trump.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that means.
But let's not talk about that.
No, it's like a shut up
for our
and
own
sing.
sake.
A shut up and sing.
Yeah.
That's the Chicks, that formerly known as the Dixie Chicks.
That's right.
Okay, so we're back in the groove with these.
Season 11, episode 1, Single and Ready to Mingle.
And it opens with, I'm going to give him kudos for opening with a teaser later in the season. Because they go back a few months.
Yes, what they like to... I feel like this is a pattern now.
Where they open with
something super dramatic.
Dramatic. That happens like months later.
And then you're like, how did we get there?
So the guys...
Even though what they showed was the same argument these people have had for the past 4 years.
Well, because supposedly they made up at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So they have to keep rehashing.
That too. You know what I mean?
So they open with, in June of this year, at Austin's birthday, and it's a guy's dinner at like, I don't know, are they like at Hall's Chop House or some fancy like $1 million steakhouse downtown?
Who we got? We got Shep. We got Austin.
I think Whitney's there too.
We got Whitney. We got Craig.
Was Rodrigo?
Rodrigo was not there.
Well, okay, so they're toasting Austin's birthday, then it's suddenly Austin and Craig are screaming at each other. Like they're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember last year, Craig was going through a sobriety journey, and then his girlfriend dumped him
Paige DeSorbo.
after he like proposed to her or something. He wanted to take the relationship to a more serious level, and she cut and run, and then it became kind of messy in the whatever. Then they flash up 2 months earlier.
Yes.
So
at the birthday dinner.
Oh wait, before they do
the thing that kind of sparks the argument is they're going to do a toast. They start out very pleasant. Isn't it so great? We're all together. All of us, the best guys in the world. And then Austin makes a toast, and he says, and this is in the grand tradition of reality show people mangling common expressions. He says, "Have your friends together, but keep your enemies closer."
What? I missed that.
Yes.
How did I miss this?
This is what starts it, because then Craig's like, enemies? And
Wait,
then why did you say that? Yeah.
Okay, I was not paying attention to the content of the toast, apparently.
You must pay attention.
Because I just noticed that they started like devolving into like, you're not sober anymore. Why did you lie about being sober or something?
I don't think that's what the argument was. It got, it
did
just
something
was the same
about,
argument they always have, Craig and Austin, about you're not the same guy anymore, and you're not fun, or you're pretending to be something. You're phony. And then Craig is like, you want me to be something? It's like, what do you care? Anyway.
Well, also like we don't know. Like reality shows have. They should keep national secrets, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't know to this day what is real and what is fake on these shows. Like, do they agree to fight? Because these guys own a business together. They have like a bar.
Because we've heard that there is so much of this is like they do multiple takes of these arguments and stuff. We've heard from people that have been inside this world that it's all completely fake.
I'm not saying these people are like amazing actors. What I'm saying is,
because then we got into the thing last year with Shep being like
with that girl who
humiliated by this woman.
Like he certainly did. Like there's no way he signed up for that.
Yeah,
on purpose.
He can't be that good an actor.
He can't be that good. I think he's like maybe the dumbest one, which is funny because he sort of dons this persona of like intellectualism.
Exactly. He thinks he's very smart, but he's also so up his own ass it makes him stupid.
He has no like emotional like intelligence.
No.
Yeah.
He can't look inward because that would be a disaster.
If he looked inward, he actually might be really smart. Like he probably could like.
He can't face it.
That is like so many
everything.
people.
If he pulls on that thread,
that makes like a Greek tragedy out of all of this. Really?
Maybe in a Station 11 future, they'll be, enacting Shep's story from town to town.
So we cut to 2 months earlier. So they tease us with this like the crescendo of the entire season.
Yeah, like wait till we get to this argument you've seen before.
And then they go 2 months earlier, and they cut to Craig's beautifully landscaped yard. This guy has gone whole hog on his house.
Well, now hold on a second before we get to Craig's place.
Wait.
Hi, Cuckoo.
Hi, Cuckoo. Are you still on the Austin's birthday?
No. There was a montage of people dealing with flies.
Yeah, that's what I'm on the montage. 2 months earlier, the opening is...
Okay. Hey, man.
Cuckoo's pissed.
I think Cuckoo sounds like she's on my side.
I think Cuckoo knows, like, you're, like...
All right, sorry. Please continue with...
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
That's an in-joke between us. Sorry. We should not be doing in-jokes on the... All right, so we cut to 2 months earlier. The montage that I guess I didn't set up well opens on Craig's yard, where he is like, he's gone like all in on the landscaping. Like it's like insane. Then we see Sally. This is them showing like who's still on the show, essentially.
Yeah.
Like they're going down the list.
Yes,
Here's who is still on the show.
Yeah. And every episode starts with a little, here's the gang doing their various things.
Yes.
Just a little refresher. These are the faces you need to pay attention to.
Yes. It's like Sally was doing something in her house. And then Vanita was doing something at her house, like throwing something in the trash or
It
something.
was flies. Molly is trying to catch a fly.
Oh, the fly catchers.
Molly's trying to catch Sally's trying to catch a fly. Then Vanita has some big bag of dead flies from some device.
Then we cut to Molly, who has since gotten a snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got a corn snake.
Then we cut to Patricia and Whitney. Now, here we see in Miss Patricia's house, she's showing Whitney a baby gift she wants to give Madison, who's very pregnant.
Yes.
And this is like kind of setting up the big event of this episode, which is that Miss Patricia is throwing Madison a co-ed baby shower at her mansion.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to go again. I will go on the record as saying the co-ed baby shower, I think, is a mistake. Always.
I'm not into
because it makes things into a party, and it shouldn't be a party. It should be, not everything has to be an hours-long event. I think a baby shower should be something that could be an hour at most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you say it's open to everybody,
well, it could be more than an hour because you have to
have to be
feed
more than
people.
an hour. But I mean, do you have to feed people? You could feed them snacks or whatever.
Well, yeah, you could feed snacks.
You don't invite a ton of people. You make it a small thing, and you open the presents and all that shit. It's about like a small community helping out kind of thing. It's not a party.
First of all, this is my value system around all of this as well. And I understand, like, people don't like it. But I'm the same thing. Yeah. I'm the same way.
Do you know what it is? And I realize.
Guess who gives birth to the baby? The person carrying the baby.
Yeah. But I also I'm not a big fan of afternoon parties. I don't like daytime shit like that.
And not to be heteronormative, because you could be two women in a relationship having.
Of course.
But I say leave the men at home.
I think it should be for people who understand what is going on, what the person's going through. Yes. I think that also could exclude people that don't intend having children.
Well, I don't have children and never intended to. Okay. And
how about,
I'm okay with honoring my friends who are or giving them a little bit of a gesture of like, I understand this is a huge change for you. Yes. Here's some diaper genies.
I'm happy for you, of course.
Here's
what I'm saying. And I think this is what I'm really getting down to is just give the gifts. Don't make it an event.
Well, I have I don't know. I feel like we're too isolationist.
We are.
In 2025.
Look, we're outliers.
No, I'm saying society.
Oh.
So I don't mind community gathering.
I like community gatherings.
I just don't need men in women's spaces. I'm sorry. That's not like, and I mean, even if, like you're a man that identifies as a woman, you are welcome.
Right.
I'm talking about men.
You're talking about dudes.
Dudes. Like, y'all got enough.
Yeah.
Like, stay home, Like, I don't need that.
All right.
That's my own personal thing.
Yes. Now
but I don't want it twisted as something about. I don't want it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm not anti anything.
No. Well, I'm anti a few things.
No, I'm pro.
Other things.
You see what I'm saying?
There's a great moment where, Patricia is showing Whitney
the gift.
This fancy rattle.
From like Tiffany and Company or something.
Yeah. And Whitney makes some joke. I don't remember what it was, but Miss Patricia absolutely stonewalls this joke. She just stares at him, does not respond at all. And it was fucking great.
Well, Miss Patricia, I think, is upset with Whitney because...
He sucks?
No, because she wishes that she had a grandchild. Like, this is like a running theme.
Yeah.
Is that he has not provided her with a grandchild.
Because he's a scumbag. She should focus on how he did not ruin a child's life by becoming a father. And then look at him as a hero.
So then we cut to Austin. He's calling Madison. We see Madison pregnant, and he says something about the shower. This is how we know the shower's coming up.
Yeah.
Then I wrote Madison at Craig's lair. Does Madison go to his lair?
Madison goes to Craig's place. He doesn't have a lair. Whitney has a lair. They identify it as his lair later.
That's right. Why did I write? I conflated. So Madison goes to Craig's perfectly manicured house.
Yes. His home and garden setup. They're chatting about his, new single life. And then Craig says,
yes.
A lot of people say you have 3 true loves.
Oh, wait. Yes.
What? I've never heard that in my life.
Okay. Their conversation serves the purpose of recapping his
miserable life.
His breakup with Paige. So basically, and also Craig, he reveals in this conversation that he feels betrayed by Paige.
Yes.
And then they show some flashbacks of him being like, I just want to be married and have a perfect family and spend my life with you. And her essentially saying to him yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, it looks grim.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
She's clearly just placating him to get him to stop talking about it. Yeah, she's
placating him so that he slows his roll.
Yeah.
And what we learn is that he bulldozed the relationship into destructing because he was pushing for this thing that she was not ready for.
Yeah.
And I feel like they even showed it on the previous season that she kept saying I don't know. I don't, this is hard. This is long distance. I like being in this relationship, but and she was, just on a different path. Mm-hmm. And he feels betrayed, which I think is not an accurate thing. I don't, if he looks at that footage, how can he feel betrayed? Because he wasn't
he was not picking up on her extreme ambivalence about everything that he was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he's just going to cling to but you said.
Yeah.
Then he what responsibility is he taking for kind of pushing her into these uncomfortable conversations? None. Yeah. Okay. Then they mentioned he saw a woman named Natalie Buffett.
I don't remember. Who's Natalie Buffett?
I don't know, but they showed a bunch of headlines about it that I clearly missed over the year.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, was she on a show or so? Was she on one of these,
right?
A Bravo thing?
Yeah.
And then he says, I guess I'm just going to be single at age 37. And I was like, I better hurry up or whatever. And I'm like, oh, he's only 37.
Yeah, I know.
You're fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Also, didn't he already establish that he froze up his sperm, his young sperm?
That sounds familiar. Good for you, dude.
And then you're right. Then they got to, what they say about how people have 3 true loves in their lives. And then he cites his previous true loves, which was Naomi from earlier seasons.
Right. Yeah.
And then Paige from the last season.
Yeah. And then number 3, TBD.
And then number 3, TBD. I don't think we're going to see this season. I don't think we're going to see him find love this season.
I doubt it. Certainly not by June.
Not by June, and it's November now.
Yeah. Then we go to Shep is shopping for the fucking shower.
This is maybe my favorite part of the entire episode.
It was so good. Shep walks up to the counter. He says something along these lines. Hi, I have to buy a baby gift. It's not for me. It's for a friend who's going to have a baby. Because I'm not having the baby. Whatever.
And then these two Southern ladies.
Such a great silence.
These Southern shop ladies, dressed like in their prim, Lily Pulitzer looking this and that, are literally like so bitchy. It's like they look at him like he is slime. They look at him like he's slime.
The look on their faces is like, are you done?
Yeah, can you shut the fuck up?
Is that the end of your little speech? And then they tell him, like, go look over there. And so he wanders away. He's barely out of earshot, and one of them says, that was so awkward.
On the hot mic. And Ira living for these awkward shop girls.
Then Shep says he complains about having to buy something, and he says, I don't buy gifts for weddings. You can get your own silverware, which is this is reminding us that Shep is very cheap, which has been established before.
Which is a big theme of this particular scene
yes.
where he's shopping with Austin and
yes.
he doesn't want to spend $1.
And this is also illustrative of the peculiar, the cheapness that is unique to wealthy people,
trust fund,
who have been born into money, who just assume, well, there's just money all over the place. Why should I buy you something? Everybody has money.
Right. They don't understand any concept of generosity or like
helping someone. Although, to be fair, Madison is not, struggling. Like he's also grown up around people who also have money.
Madison doesn't come across as like someone who's come from money. She seems like someone who has.
Yeah, maybe not.
Because she's like a hairdresser,
right?
And she is a single mom.
Yeah, but I'm saying he is used to people. He grew up around people that were similar to him, probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, Madison might not be struggling now because she has this profile as a sort of influencer / reality star.
Yeah.
But she wasn't someone.
And I think her husband probably does well.
Is he like a professional athlete or something? Or
I don't think so.
Brett guy?
Professional athlete? I don't think so.
He has to fly to California for stuff. I don't know his deal.
We saw him golf once, I guess.
Okay. Well, anyway, they're shopping for a baby present for their friend who's about to have a baby.
Yeah,
and
Austin and Shep.
They're
talking about Craig has started drinking again.
This also, there was a moment where Shep in his talking head segment refers to his dating life, and they cut to last season when he was chasing that young woman who
Miss Bahamas or whatever she was.
Yeah, like humiliated him in such a hilarious way. And he's like, yeah, I'm 44, but I've adjusted my standards. Now I'm looking, instead of 23, I'm looking for 28. Ugh. Like 44 looking for 28 or something. And I wrote that down because I was like, what is and
he kind of laughs, but it's also true, clearly.
And then we cut to Austin. He fills us in that he's still with the woman he was dating this time last year.
His long-distance girlfriend.
Yeah, in Charlotte. Yeah. They've been together for 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we're good because, we're both on board with this arrangement. And neither one of us is in a hurry to redefine it. Mm-hmm. It's everyone else who wants to redefine it. And it's annoying.
Yeah.
And then
that's a big who cares, good buddy.
Okay, so then it was funny when Austin was like, Craig is the cheapest person I've ever met, and he's the king.
Shep.
Sorry, you're right. Austin said Shep is the cheapest person I've ever met, and he was born into so much wealth.
Yeah.
And it's like...
So they go in halvesies on a gigantic teddy bear.
Which is like a $350 teddy bear. Because what you need to know is the baby is going to be named Teddy because Madison's father died last year, and she wants to name the baby after her father.
And Teddy is a cute name.
It's such a
girl.
cute name.
Yeah.
I actually like it a lot. It's so cute.
It's like Elizabeth Lame's little girl is named Teddy.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So that was a funny scene of like catching us up on Austin and Shep because they really do allow Shep to be the butt of every joke.
Yes. It's funny that over the years of this show, he has looked more he just looks more and more pathetic and like a fool.
Yeah, and he basically seems to be fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it's because he's one of the OG cast members and he's making a lot of money.
Yeah.
By now.
He also probably sees himself differently when he watches the show back. He probably doesn't look at it like, oh, they made me look bad.
Or he secretly feels the fool.
Well, that's what the drinking is for.
All right. So
that's what the drinking is for.
All right, then we cut to Molly. Okay, I'm upset about the Molly stuff because
Not a great episode for Molly.
What?
Not a great episode for Molly.
No, Molly doesn't have a good episode.
Yeah.
So we cut to her new house. She I guess has bought herself a little house.
Yes.
And it was a smaller, or maybe she's rented herself. We don't know.
Yeah.
They say Molly's new house. We don't know.
But it's a much smaller space.
It's a much smaller space, and they start taking us around the house. Not only is she hoarding belongings, she's hoarding animals now. So she's like, I've
it's
collected.
A little extreme. She has a dog. She has a cat. Now she has.
No, she has like a. But don't pull that out.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
She has a dog. She has a cat. She has a snake. And then some other reptile.
No, she's got like several cats, and I think she has like more than one of some things. I think she has duplicates of some things.
Duplicates? She got doubles?
She got
one cat for every day, one still in the box.
She's got one. And then so they show her like feeding the snake a frozen. She pulls out a frozen mouse.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, the snake got out and I can't find it. So she's trying to set the mouse out so that the snake is drawn to the mouse.
Yes.
To
but you have to let them thaw, of course.
Yes.
The mice.
So she's like thawing this frozen dead mouse, like trying to find the snake. And then Rodrigo shows up with some flowers. Mm-hmm. And Rodrigo instantly is like, honey, you in danger, girl. Because this is like a hoarding situation waiting to happen.
Yes.
And he basically says it to her.
Yeah. Because it looks bad. She's got pathways carved out amidst stacks of boxes and plastic tubs and stuff.
And she's like, well, I moved from a bigger to a smaller. And I'm like, that's when your editing takes place.
Yes, exactly.
When you've got like the help.
Yes.
To put stuff out, take it to Goodwill, whatever.
Yeah.
And so basically kind of showing Molly, and then we catch up with Molly a little bit, and she kind of implies that she did hook up with Shep last year, but
now she's not with anybody.
And she kind of, I mean, it's kind of bad because like it's clear she doesn't care about Shep. She just was hooking up with him.
Yeah.
And it was like
Molly care about him?
Molly needs a little bit of healing, I feel like.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's struggling a little bit. Okay.
She does seem somewhat different than she has in the past.
I don't know. I think they were hiding some stuff because remember last year she talked about getting like Botox in her ankles or something. No, she did. You don't remember that?
I sort of remember that she had some ankle shame.
Because she used to model.
Yeah.
And
then she gained 2 pounds. Then she couldn't model anymore.
But then she got like fillers or something in her Achilles or something about her ankles. Or,
she was ashamed of her ankles for some reason.
Or something really weird.
Yes.
It was like a thing, or she had some painful thing done or something.
Yeah.
To stay like in the modeling game or something. And it was like, oh gosh, no. And she has all these talents. Like she plays an instrument and she
plays the tuba.
Yeah. Okay. So whatever. She needs to reduce her animals and her stuff because she can't even keep up with the snake that she has.
She can't even keep up with the snake who just lives in a glass box.
Vanita shows up shopping looking absolutely put together and stunning.
Yes.
Then Sally shows up, and Sally now has long brown hair.
She does have. She looked very different.
Sally last year had shorter blonde hair.
Yeah.
I think she looks better with the brown hair.
I think so. I think people always look better with their natural hair color, with very rare exceptions.
I don't think always, but...
I said with very rare exceptions. You have to grant me that. I'm not on trial here.
This is a little off topic, but I watched the first episode of season 2 of Landman last night. And
I mean, it's on topic for stupid TV shows.
I don't think I like it. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm finding it. I'm like, oh, okay. This Landman is the one that Taylor Sheridan cares about the most right now. I could tell. Like by some of the scenes, I was like, oh, he's like, this is his thing.
You don't think he's pouring all his heart into Tulsa King?
I don't know because I don't watch Tulsa King, but I will say this: there was a scene with Sam Elliott during Magic Hour in like a desert setting.
Right.
I mean, when I tell you the lighting was stunning.
Sure.
The color of this man's hair was...
Mr. Sam Elliott, you're talking about?
Mr. Sam Elliott. Yes. His beautiful, bushy, glowing, almost like glowing, like an angel's, like you would imagine like an angel's hair, white, thick locks.
A gorgeous silver mane.
His hair was like, this man should have a purple shampoo sponsorship. If I were...
Are you looking for thick and luscious waves?
This man's gray hair, I don't know if he does something to... If he does use purple shampoo, I don't know what he does to maintain the gorgeosity of his beautiful, thick, gray hair. But I was like... And it was like a sad scene. So I had to get into this scene. He's in like an assisted living place. They're like kind of mistreating him a little.
Jesus Christ.
I was so distracted by how fucking gorgeous his hair was that I was like, this is what I want. I want that hair. Sure. Give me Sam Elliott in Magic Hour. All right. So now Sally's got the brown hair. Now,
so we get into how Sally and Vanita are sort of
like
having a little friction over Craig, because Craig and Vanita are now on the outs.
They've had a public falling out.
They show all these clips of various things. I have no fucking idea what any of this is.
So basically, they start with Vanita and Sally becoming very close.
Yes.
Because Sally was sympathetic to Vanita's journey with JT, who ghosted her, which was not cool.
It was not cool. They show these fucking clips from the reunion of JT doing all this terrible shit, and then they ask Vanita, "Do you still want to be friends?" Yes. Do you still want to date him? She says yes. Like, what needs to happen?
Now we maybe know why JT sold everything and moved to Bali. And he's like saying it's because of MAGA taking over, fascism taking over, but really he's just too embarrassed by his own behavior. He can't face his own.
He wanted to go somewhere where no one would know who he was.
Yeah, like he can't face his own behavior on.
Yeah.
And he knew the new season of Southern Charm was coming. I bet he didn't move to Bali. I bet he's in Bali
That would be really funny.
Until Southern Charm
That would be really funny.
Finishes.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go live a White Lotus lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay, so it was not cool that JT ghosted Vinita, and then we learned that Vinita and Craig are completely on the outs with each other. They have publicly kind of like negged on each other.
Yeah.
And it's become clear that they kind of don't like each other.
Yeah.
And this is going to become important for the big friction of the season with the love, whatever.
Yes. Sally, Vinita feels like everyone should ice Craig out. And Sally is saying, and this feels like she's almost talking about the show. Like, he's a part of the original friend group, you know, and you can't just, you know, ice somebody out who's
right,
part
like
of the original friend
her
group.
whole thing was like, Craig brought Paige into the group.
Yes.
So our loyalty should not be with Paige. It should be with Craig because we only know Paige because of Craig. So when they broke up, you naturally default to
the person who was there first.
And to be fair, Craig wasn't the one that broke up. Paige was.
Yeah.
You know?
But then Vinita's problem was all the things that Craig was saying afterwards, that he was reveling in this breakup and he was trying to milk it for all it's worth for sympathy and blah, blah, blah.
And Craig's whole thing is like he was genuinely hurt, upset, and heartbroken. But I think her point is what our point, which is that he hasn't acknowledged his own stupidity for pushing her past.
Yes.
He was
he's
too pushy.
Enjoying being the victim.
Correct. Which people today,
in this day and age,
oh my God,
in this current climate,
do they love being the victim? I go
very
back
true.
to the beginning of this podcast about this. I can't stop seeing it everywhere I turn.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's really one of my biggest pet peeves. Now, I'm worried I'm like the victim sometimes.
Did you hear about this MAGA day at Disneyland?
I saw something about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
They're planning this day where
Who's
they're
they?
going to show up.
MAGA?
Yeah.
Oh, MAGA is.
Yeah. Where they're going to show up at Disneyland. Everybody's going to wear red hats and blue shirts that say "Make Disneyland Great Again."
Well, okay. You know, it costs like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to enjoy a day at Disneyland. Go.
Yeah. But here's what fucking sucks is, I mean, that just sucks on its face. But these people who are all about, like, because there's frequent queer days at Disneyland.
Okay. Sure.
But they're not all wearing T-shirts that say, "I'm gay and you should be too." Do you know what I mean?
Right.
They're just going and, you know, they're being together and having a nice day at Disneyland. The whole concept of you're shoving it down our throats.
But that's like certain religions and stuff too. Like,
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But their whole thing is, if I see two men holding hands in public, that's shoving it down my throat. These people are wearing. They're saying we're gonna show up with uniforms.
I'm so sick of this mentality. This
Everything is
mentality,
projection.
like everyone, please live your lives. Like, don't make it a problem for me.
Yeah.
That you are fucking brainwashed.
Don't do the thing that you are falsely accusing other people of doing.
That's okay.
All right.
Then we cut to Patricia's house for the baby shower. And
There's some shitty new music.
there's
that they
new
play.
piano music. I don't know where this new music came from.
It's so bad because it really is so clearly like keyboard horns. It's really bad.
I thought there was like piano stuff too. It was like piano, like
yeah.
plinkety plink.
But there's horns that you hear that are clearly just on a synthesizer.
And this is like they do this often with Patricia. It's 1 hour before the shower. There's like 30 people who are doing all of the labor because, you know, she's like in her 80s.
Yeah.
And, you know, you hire a big party done like that.
Yeah.
And then they show her, they give her like lines to say where she's like, the inflated swan needs to be zhuzhed.
Those
or
glasses should be closer
the glasses
together.
are not. Those glasses are 2 inches apart,
That
and they should be
go in the back,
1
not
inch
in
apart.
the front.
And it's like the idea is that she's this grande dame,
Yes.
which she kind of is. This is the role.
Of course.
She's this.
Let Patricia be Patricia.
She's a grande dame, but it's like, like in reality, like I bet she's like, yeah, it looks great. You know what I mean?
I don't think so, because when she
is kind of persnickety.
She is.
She's
And
persnickety.
She likes things just so, and she like is obviously, when you're this type of person, entertaining is a big thing, and you have your views on it. But because she also, when she's like, get those inflatable swans out of the pool because their necklaces aren't right, she's like making the necklaces.
Okay, well, I will say I do like that they have this older character on the show.
Yes.
And that she is engaging with these younger people. It's kind of sweet, and I think it's neat. And she does say in her interview, like, my friends are past.
None of my friends can have a child anymore.
Yeah, and she's like, I love having young friends because this is fun for me, like to meet a new baby and celebrate. And okay, I will say that doesn't get enough attention. The sort of like positive spin on older adults and including them and in your life. And
sounds like my friend Loretta.
Yeah, you had an older.
Away.
Yes.
Yeah, she used to have these fun dinner parties.
Yeah, I think that's that is one I can say a positive thing about this show, and they could lean into it more. Actually, maybe have more characters that are her friend. Bring some drama.
Oh, I would fucking love to watch that show.
Started out with that one gay guy that she cut out of her friend group.
He seemed like a lot.
He was a hanger-on.
That guy seemed, yes.
Also, maybe he was like a phony or something. There were a few phonies on the show that, like, that guy JD, who they went to jail.
Yeah, JD.
The guy that went to jail.
Yeah. What was his whiskey that he made?
Gentry. He was like extorting money or something, or he was like robbing.
He was embezzling, yeah.
He was like embezzling.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, but I would absolutely watch a show about Patricia and her actual circle.
I will say this much. Southern Charm is different from what I don't watch The Housewives, but from what I can tell, like when the housewives go to jail or have like a scandal about them, they're still very much like spoken about, talked about, fabric of the show. So, you know, when Southern Charm has a scandal, like Catherine Dennis gets her DUI or Thomas Ravenel assaulted a woman or, you know, that JD guy with his embezzlement, you don't hear anyone speak one word about these people ever. Like they're like persona non grata.
They're disappeared. Yeah.
They just disappear.
Yeah.
Like in the Housewives universe, I'm constantly seeing headlines like so-and-so's getting out of jail next week, you know, from Housewives or whatever, early release or.
Well, I thought you meant on the show itself.
But I'm like, how is this still in the news? They must talk about it on the show. They must acknowledge it on those shows.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's that.
Because they're still like famous according to headlines.
No, it's true. But
tabloids.
I think those shows are much bigger. I think the Housewives, I think there's a steep drop off from the success of the Housewives and these other Bravo shows. So when Scandival happened, that was a huge bump for Vanderpump.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I could be wrong.
That was a housewife show.
It was. Yeah, it was a spinoff. Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think that those shows are enormous.
I just think it's weird that they never talk about any of these people ever again after their various like illegalities.
I think it's a bummer. The Housewives go to jail for like, you know, weird monetary crimes, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Thomas Ravenel assaulting someone and Catherine Dennis, like her continued problems.
So sad.
Anyway, Craig and his buddy show up.
Corey,
Craig's old buddy Corey, who's trying to do a Paul Mescal.
Which, by the way, have we seen Corey before?
We've never seen this weird guy before.
And Craig is like, Corey's my best friend and everyone knows it. And I'm like, we're in season 11. Okay.
Yeah. But that is the, it punctures the reality of the reality show a little bit, where it's like, oh yeah, these people are not all hanging out together all the time. They have other friends.
I thought Corey looked like he was like an Eastbound and Down character.
But that haircut right now,
it's like mullety. Don't you think it's kind of mullet?
It is.
Like
This
there's
plague
like
of hockey hair
a
on
mop
men.
on top.
Yes.
And then really short sides.
Yes, it needs to go away. Enough.
All right, the party begins. So Madison shows up with her son Hudson, and he's now like a tween with like braces and stuff.
Yes.
And her son. Did I say husband or son? I don't know what I just said. What's the name of her husband? Brett?
I think Brett.
He had a cancer scare in last season that they'd never mention in this episode.
No, does not come up. Her little boy, what is his name? Windsor?
Hudson.
Something like that?
Hudson.
Okay.
I just said. And then Vanita, we learn, is scared of seeing Craig. Then Madison's mom and sister arrive, and they're all like fawning over Miss Patricia.
Yeah. Can I say Whitney looks sleazier than ever?
This is gonna be controversial. I think Whitney looks better this season than he has looked in a hot minute.
I think he's trying to, but I think everything on him, it doesn't matter. He looks fucking sleazy.
I think he looks better.
Wow. Maybe if he never spoke and I just saw him.
I have a weird thing about Whitney where I'm like,
uh-oh.
No, it's not that kind of thing. Where I'm like, I don't think we know the real, like, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
I don't think I should.
I think we absolutely know.
I don't think I'm explaining it well. I think he is like.
This is scary to me.
No, he's like a jolly chess player. He is playing with these people as pawns.
Yeah, I'd buy that because he's a producer of this dumb fucking show.
Look, all I know is that he announced a scripted slate at his development company, his development pod, and I'm like, maybe I'm trying to leave the door open for a meeting for
Whitney,
a pitch.
if you're listening, we'd love a self-tape.
Whitney,
please.
Hey, Whitney,
Give
if
us
you're
a
listening,
chance.
we've got a property we'd love to bring.
Whitney, let us pitch to you.
Whitney, we've got a pitch.
So Vanita's scared of Craig because Craig is so scary. They show a montage
of how people don't like Craig's temper because he's drunk all the time.
Well, he's not drunk all the time because in the montage, they show times when he's not drunk. The thing is, the point of the montage is how scary Craig is when he gets mad. And then they show this montage of somebody who's really not scary.
I thought he was
and everybody dealing with it is like, okay, man, all right, fine. You know what I mean? They make Craig out to be. They show the reunion where it's like how many people are scared of Craig and people raising their hands. And then they show this montage of Craig maybe at one point raising his voice a tiny bit and people just being annoyed.
I will say, I think this is where the culture schism comes because you're from Philly.
Yeah. And I come from a yelling family. You
come from like a screaming family, a yelling family. Mm-hmm. And Southern people don't yell in that same way. They just don't do that as much.
And Craig is from Pennsylvania, I believe.
I thought he's from like Connecticut.
Didn't he spend some time in Pennsylvania?
I thought. Oh wait, not Connecticut.
Because his football team is the Eagles.
It is?
Yes. We saw that in a clip. Go Birds.
All right. I don't know. He's whatever. So then they witness Whitney's lair because Whitney's got this little carriage house on the same property as his mom's mansion that he's completely bedecked out as like some kind of a bachelor, kind of like a bachelor's pad, like with a lot of black and gold.
Yes, I'm sorry. He was born in Delaware.
Oh, the same diff, I guess.
Yeah. Hey.
What do you think that mayor of Easttown task is all about? Delco. Oh, by the way, Task got a second season and Mark Ruffalo's returning. I saw online somewhere.
More fun times with the gang from Task.
I liked Task. I thought it was like intense.
I liked it okay. I don't know.
But I love
it was watchable, but it didn't move me. You know what I mean?
Well, there's too much criminality in these things.
Why can't Task have a nice time?
Yeah.
Why can't we see Task going to Six Flags Great Adventure?
I would like to see in season 2 of Task, Mark Ruffalo returning to his priest. Like maybe because he's questioning his faith in season 1, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's an FBI agent.
Well, he's not questioning it. Like, he's done with it.
But I feel like he wants to go back in season 2. He should go back in.
Go back a little bit.
He wants to go back in, and that's like because of his crisis of faith.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Maybe. I just don't see why they're doing a second season.
Well, they're obviously going to set up some other crime.
Yeah, but why? I mean,
because people can't get enough of the Delco accent.
Just do another show.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Now, Craig.
Everybody gets a turn to do it. Kate Winslet gets a turn. Ruffalo didn't even do it. He didn't even do the accent.
Yeah, he didn't, did he?
He's not an accent guy.
He doesn't need to be.
No, he doesn't need to be.
He's too real. He's just like, I am who I am.
Yeah. He's like, for what was it? The Yorgos, the Pitiful Creatures. What the fuck was that called?
Stranger Creatures, Strangest Things, Strangest Beautiful Things, Strangest Beautiful Things.
This is like a hopscotch rhyme. Strangest creatures, strangest things, strangest beautiful things. What? Poor things! Poor things! Poor things. He's like, you know what? I'll give you the Keanu and Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'll do like a sort of fancy accent.
I mean, I think Mark Ruffalo can do no wrong. That's my...
No, I love him. I agree. I love him. You're not going to get me... You're never going to hear me say a word against him.
Here's where they're setting up the entire crux of the season. Craig has a talking heads thing where he basically says he wants to regress.
Yes, I'm remembering the person I used to be when I was single, and I miss that person. What's funny is he's starting to drink again, and then he has this confessional where he says, I'm remembering the person that I used to be when I was single. And you think he's going to say, so I have to be careful.
Right.
If I'm going to start drinking again. But no, he says, and it was great. And then there's a month.
He also says, you know, that person before I was single, which is when he got sober, seeing Paige or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I could talk to girls. I was good at talking to girls then. And it's like, oh, you think you have to drink. You have social anxiety. This is like a social anxiety problem. Mm-hmm. And that's why he cut himself off from everyone.
Yeah. And so there's a quick montage of people saying in so many words, thank God Craig is drinking again. I'm so happy. Because they're all saying he's so much fun now. Now Fun Craig is coming back, right, which is just code for
enabling
drinking again.
Enabling his addiction.
Yeah. Because that makes them feel bad.
Yeah.
It makes them look at themselves, and they don't like to do that.
Yeah. So they're setting up that Craig is regressing, number one. And then the second piece of this, they are setting up that Sally wants to hook up with Craig. And this is going to upset her friendship with Vanita because Vanita's like, you're not being a girl's girl if you hook your wagon to him and he's like trashing me on television.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're setting up this sort of triangulation of that.
Now, this is a thing that feels like where the seams show a little bit of the reality TV is that this is a trumped up feud between the two of them.
Yes.
You know?
Because in no universe do I see Craig and Sally ever becoming a viable couple.
No. I meant Craig and Vanita.
Oh, you think they would have just spoken to each other and made up?
Yeah, I don't think they have a real... Yeah.
Even if they don't like each other, like they probably just would be like...
I think the very fact that they're going to different places and saying things about each other is like, yeah, that's for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what all these fucking podcasts are for.
To set up some kind of conflict that they can play out over however many episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then we cut to more with Molly, who, God. All right. So the guy, Corey, the eastbound and down looking guy with the chains, he's got a bunch of chain necklaces.
Yeah.
So Molly tells him at the bar she plays the tuba, and he laughs in her face.
Yeah.
But then he quickly turns it around, and then he starts kind of flirting with her in like a very generic way. Like she's like, "Oh, I have a snake," and he's like, "I got a snake too," you know. And it's like, you know, it's the kind of flirting where you're like, okay, you're kind of like, you probably could be funny if you weren't stupid.
Yeah, if only you weren't stupid. But unfortunately.
And I guess Molly is kind of like, she comes off as someone who is like looking to go home with someone a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because he's like, let's go back to my place. And she's basically like, she feels intrigued by it.
Yeah, she says.
Seems intrigued by it.
She says, I have to be out of here in 20 minutes because I have band rehearsal.
No, a concert, she says. There's a concert that she was supposed to be at.
But then later it's just rehearsal.
No, I think she said, I missed the concert.
I'm telling, no, it was rehearsal.
All right, we'll see.
She says rehearsal.
Well, then she does say later that she missed the concert. And so basically,
they're rehearsing for a concert.
It's okay.
I'm telling you, I do not think she blew off an actual concert.
Well, she told Sally she missed the concert in a later scene. Maybe the producers said, don't say rehearsal, say concert this time.
Maybe.
Because it seems kind of low stakes.
Okay.
But anyway, she's like, I missed it. And then he's like, well, how late are you? And she said, well, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And at first, maybe she said 20 minutes. And then the producers cut the camera and said, can you say 50?
No. She says, at one point, she says, I have to leave here in 20 minutes. Then later, after they're flirting for a while and she's drinking, she's looking at her phone and saying, oh, no, I'm late. And he says, how late are you? And she says, I'm supposed to be there 50 minutes ago. So she's lost track of time.
And then she starts crying.
Yes, she starts drunk crying.
At the bar.
Drunk crying
By the way,
at the bar of this baby shower.
This outdoor baby shower, and it's the middle of the day. Like, it's not dark.
Yeah.
So she starts drunk crying at the bar, saying, like, they're going to kick me out of the band.
Yeah.
You know, and she just met this guy or whatever.
Yeah. And his response to her crying is, calm down.
Yeah. Then we cut to Whitney decides to have an after party in his lair.
Mm-hmm.
So the gang starts like trickling toward the lair. And Sally is like, hey, Vanita, why don't you come to the lair for the after party? Maybe you can talk to,
Talk to Craig.
Oh, wait, there was a little tiny snippet of Craig giving a gift to Madison. I had to mention this.
Oh, yeah.
Because he made her this baby quilt that he was like, I went to Wisconsin to learn how to quilt or something. And this is you got my first quilt. And she pulls it out and it's totally unfinished.
Yeah.
It's the quilt topper. There's no
right.
There's no backing on it. There's no batting. There's no edges. It's literally just the quilt top.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, that's real sweet. Thank you. That's so good. And he's like, yeah, I'm great. And then and then they cut to like her getting more of the gifts. And then Austin gives her the big teddy bear. And then I wrote, sometimes I do like Austin Eek. Because he was kind of funny about the bear.
He can have moments where he seems normal, but
He has a moment. you know my theory about him?
No.
That he is actually like a frustrated actor.
Oh yeah, because he did drama in high school or something.
And that
right?
this is he's actually playing a role.
Yes.
Like he genuinely is playing the role and is kind of
Yes.
good at it.
Because it's a role that's not too far from himself.
I don't know. Maybe he's a dick. His parents are so nice. It's hard.
Yes.
It's like literally
parents are
hard
very
for
nice.
me to wrap my brain around him being close with that nice family, like
Yeah.
his parents and his sister.
Yeah.
And like they all seem really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I think he's just pretending.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows?
Also, I don't watch the other shows that he's on, which apparently people
Summer
tell
House
me
and all that shit.
if I watch those shows, would not ever say anything like that about him.
Honey, these people are gross.
All right.
Never forget it.
And then I just wrote, Molly is loaded in ditching her band and hoarding. And then Shep gives a book to Madison that says there are worse mothers than you. And it's about animals.
Oh, sure.
So he doesn't I guess he doesn't go in on the teddy bear.
He doesn't go into the
And then he has to buy a gag gift.
He bought some shitty book.
Patricia gives her an outfit that designs for royal babies, a baby outfit that is, and I wrote, Patricia is obsessed with the royals.
Of course she is.
Because like there are other times like she posts about things that she buys from like the royal court as gifts.
Yes.
Like she's like a total, like, you know, she's someone who read Diana in her own words when it came out.
For sure.
Like she set an alarm, got up, watched.
She probably loves Diana the musical on Netflix.
She probably also like got up to watch the wedding at like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Rodrigo painted a teddy bear painting, which was really sweet.
That was sweet. Now he painted it himself?
Yes.
That was sweet.
And then back to the party migrating to the lair. They all want Vanita to go back there.
Yeah.
They circle Vanita.
Yeah, they do.
They circle Vanita and they gang up on Vanita.
Yeah.
And they're like, Vanita, just go say something to Craig. Just fix things with Craig. We want to go to the lair.
Yeah. It's great optics. All these white people surrounding the one black cast member.
And they're like, there's something to be said for taking the high road. She's like, I always take the high road. Why can't Craig come to me? He's the one who said the thing.
And she makes a very decent point, which is, I don't want to get into this at this baby shower.
He can come to my house or something.
Yeah, this doesn't have to happen here if it has to happen.
And then Shep was like something like, oh, well, I'm sure he'll do that too or something. And then Leva, who we barely saw.
Yeah, Leva drops by.
Leva was like, he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
And Shep's like, yeah, he will. And she's like, no, he won't. Like,
which is true.
Yeah. Leva is like, okay, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. All right. Okay. So then Vanita's resisting the gang.
Yeah.
And saying like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then they cut to Vanita's like confessional and she's like, I guess Sally is a girl's girl except when a guy's involved.
That's right.
And then they cut to the lair and once again Whitney is shilling for Pappy whiskey.
Pappy Van Winkle, yeah.
Which is like a $2,000 bottle of whiskey.
Yes. Craig is now all in on drinking.
And he's like, let me give you some of the Pappy. And I'm like, this guy wants a brand partnership with Pappy Van Winkle so fucking bad that every season he just talks about Pappy Van Winkle.
I just assumed it was just a bragging thing because it's so expensive.
I guess so, but then like why bring it up so much? You know what I mean? He wants like some kind of
He probably does.
He wants to be the
wants them
face.
to send him
the
a free
face,
case
a
or
free
some
case.
shit.
Yeah. Like, hey, we've advertised so much on our show.
I mean, if you think about it, I've given you free advertising on the car.
And then the episode ends with Vanita leaving mad.
That's right.
So what did you think of this?
It felt like more of the same. I thought the Molly stuff was very sad and bleak.
They tease stuff that's going to happen on the show. Like,
yes, including some kind of costume party or something.
And some new person coming in, some blonde that looks like the girl Taylor who is no longer on the show.
Taylor, who is now an unperson. I don't remember the new person. I was not really paying attention during the coming up on this season.
You don't like to be spoiled. You like to experience it unfold.
Yeah. I think it's
in real time.
That's it. I think it's that I want to be present.
Yeah,
when I'm watching Southern Charm.
Well, you guys, this is season 11, episode 1 of the new Southern Charm, and this is what happened.
We don't really know how many episodes there's going to be in this season.
Oh, and by the way, there is no episode during Thanksgiving week, thankfully.
Out of respect for the pilgrim.
We're giving and you know what? We're giving thanks that we don't have to watch it next week.
Yes.
But if you want to be part of this insane journey with us,
yes,
all you have to do is go to weekendwater.substack.com and smishity smash that subscribe.
Smoosh it.
Smoosh it.
Smoosh that button.
Smoosh it. Kiss it with your fingers. And get up into them comments below on what you think.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all have some opinions on Molly.
Yeah.
Her hoarding and the snake.
Or Molly the drug.
Or maybe you have opinions on Rodrigo's painting skills. I don't know. You know.
Well, we want to hear from you. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
And until the next one.
Ba-ba-dee,
ba-ba-dee-beep,
boo,
done. Wait, how did we end
remember.
it?
We'll figure it out.
We had this little.
Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-dee, bye.
Bye. Wait, start over. I want to do over.
Till then. Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-dee, bye.